Hello guys, so in this video I'm going to be showcasing the soul fruit, which is actually a really good grinding fruit, and it's also a good PvP fruit. When I said soul's a really good grinding fruit, I mean soul is a really good grinding fruit. I'll show it to you right here. So, on the ship officer, you'd soul Snatcher, you'd get a soul, you can use that soul, and hopefully you wouldn't spawn a lollipop that would do no damage. You would Wrath of Ra and Outrage Rajin. I don't even think I needed that because it would have died to Wrath of Ra's burn, and that's not even using all my abilities. Finally, the last ability, End of Times, it's really good. It's like a laser beam, and then it's a massive explosion. And then you can just still snatch them, place like a tree or something. The only bad part about soul is like you can't choose what you place when you click. But yeah, that's basically the combo. Now let's dive straight into these moves. What Soul Snatcher does is like it's a really like it's like a silver aura, and it steals a soul. What souls do is you can randomly spawn either a flower, which is like a gas that it shoots out that it does a ton of damage. Another flower, which also does a ton of damage. A lollipop, which over time heals you. So like say I take some damage right here. Take some damage. This lollipop is gonna heal me like that. Right there. And finally, the tree. And finally, the tree. And finally, the tree. Thank God. So what the tree does, it does it like 300 damage when it like does its vines, but most importantly, it stuns them so like they can't move. I don't think they can. Okay, they can do damage to you. They can't use like their range move like until they're out of this thing. And I can just like another tree spawned, and then I can just go away. The tree can do all the work for me. Oh, the tree's range is far. And I can just finish it off. Wrath of Ra is like a big fire explosion. That's from Ra, from the sun. So, Wrath of Ra. It's like a big fire explosion with fireballs, and it lights them on fire, obviously. Outrage Rajin. Rajin, this little cloud, and Outrage, is like, it makes sense, a cloud with rain. So Outrage Rajin is like a thunderstorm. And finally, End of Times. End of Times is like a really like cool laser beam. Where did that person go? It's a really cool laser beam, like that, with a massive explosion, which, if you're lucky enough, you can do up to 10,000 damage on a single enemy. And, best of all, gather these two up. It can hit more than one enemy, like this. Especially the explosion. The explosion does tons of damage, and it makes sense because it usually does like 6 to 8k damage, but it makes sense because each one of these moves, Wrath of Ra and Outrage Rajin, do 3 to 4k damage. So when they're both combined, making End of Times, it would do like 6 to 8k damage, unless it's crit. But yeah, that's enough for me. So that's like why Soul's a really good grinding fruit. You can literally just place like a few things, they're like all dead. And it's also like the cooldowns are slow, and that's why Soul's like a good grinding fruit, a good PvP fruit, and just overall a good fruit.